Yes,
this is starting to become a recurring sentence that flows off the tongue.
If I'm
like wine when I don't want to drink it.
Who took it the last time between these two?
That's a good question. I feel like these guys run pretty even most of the time.
They do go a little bit back and forth.
If I had to guess, I would say Danbi just because he's been on such a hot streak, but then again, Grayson has been too. This is number 2 and 3 on our PR now, right?
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken.
So this is a big match to watch, folks.
Yeah, Danbi back on port 1 side.
So he's on the red Yoshi.
Meanwhile, Grayson rocking the same old Rob the robot he always does.
Yeah, the Famicom Rob.
Yeah, very, very nice to me.
What, Grayson's gameplay?
Yeah.
I can agree to that. I was saying this to him when he was commentating with me, but just like every week a little bit cleaner from him, right?
Yeah.
Where the flaws and the imperfections of just like the things that he should be hitting right, he's not missing anymore.
Yeah.
And it's so good to see somebody, you know, take developing one character so seriously. And I feel like the same goes for Danbi too. That he just gets like a little bit cleaner every week.
Yeah, and with Danbi it's crazy because he has to change so much of his game plan from matchup to matchup in DFW. And he's done such a good job of doing exactly that. Swapping up the tempo and a great delay to catch startup of that nair.
Yeah, he knows that he can trade all day. Not the best mash, though, so Grayson will be able to do that. We saw earlier with Zillion, mashes out instantly, right? Call it, you know, Mario Party or Mickey Mouse or whatever, but you need to know how to mash if you want to succeed in this game.
And 11-7, you know, the first grab where they go for that mash, it'll get you. But I anticipate the next one that Danbi will be ready.
Danbi will be ready.
I think one thing Grayson does actually really well is he doesn't overuse that down throw as a setup, so a lot of the time people will forget about it. He'll just get a lot of free extra damage.
Yeah, we've actually seen quite a lot of times where we're like, oh, how about I change gears from what I was going to say, because Danbi's juggle game has been so good.
It has been very nice. Doing a job of actually taking the lead.
And building it even further. I mean, dude, he's just so good at controlling the pace of a match. I feel like if you're playing against Danbi, the biggest thing you have to look out for is, like, you know, saying like pace of the match can be ambiguous sometimes, but you really feel it when you're like, I can't get my rhythm going. I can't play the way that I want to, and Danbi is controlling that.
100%.
Ooh.
Grayson firing back pretty quick though, already putting on a lot of damage. It is just back and forth. Neither one of these players wants to give the other an inch.
And that double jump away, instantly just trying to make himself some space, but Grayson stalwart and unmoving.
Toss up one of these eggs, try to cover that high, but Danbi just completely retreating to center. Gyro is that powerful. It just kind of forces you to respect that space back up and not get in the way.
One of the things that you need to keep in mind, by the way, when you see Rob, is that they'll oftentimes jump and shoot that gyro because that gives you so much more distance on the shot. Oh my god, the turnaround was so quick!
And so fast to jump up all the way up there. Get that real tall hitbox to the upper catch. Grayson trying to escape the corner. He didn't want to, you know, interact with you head on, so he's going to fly up and above. Danbi was ready for that.
I don't think we talk enough about how crazy it is that you can turn around with that double jump, whereas most characters can't.
Most characters can't.
Yeah.
Sometimes to Yoshi's detriment.
Yeah.
It'll come when you're trying to drift one direction and then suddenly it'll turn around.
Yeah, like, oh, well, now I've gotten, like, I can't, like, you know, hit my back air now or whatever.
Yeah, but there's definitely plenty of times where it comes up, you know, all roses. And in that case, definitely great for hitbox shifting.
Yeah, put that up air right where it needs to be. Great catch there by Grayson. But yeah, Danbi will live. I love that he comes in just for one more slap.
Yeah. It's like, look, you're going to get back to the ledge, but you're going to take a little bit extra.
It ends when I say so, and
you have to pay the toll.
you must pay the troll toll.
Yeah.
This is the up air to take it. But Grayson looking primed to take this first stock, man. It has been his control, but again, this is what Danbi does so well, is he recognizes when things aren't going his way. He makes some space. Like you said, right? When he retreats to center stage, oh, and he can even fake it out too, right?
That egg
Yoinks.
is so large. Sometimes, if you ever forget that Rob is big, just seeing Rob get yoinked by a Yoshi egg will remind you, because that egg is massive.
Just a little reminder. Let him know. Now, Grayson, you saw him get that down throw. Again, not a world-beating mash from Danbi, but the double jump armor did help him out there, and it's something that he can keep in mind as a character, right?
My God, what a good catch of the gyro and the answer with the back air from Danbi. Living at 171 would have been a really rough spot if the gyro had hit. Both of these players on their last legs for this stock. My goodness.
The sourest spot in air I've ever seen. That one much sweeter than the last.
Both of them like a neutral air, like not neutral air in particular, but
just a straight hit.
Stray aerial.
Yeah.
Away from taking that.
Pressure here from Danbi, but doesn't go off super deep. As again, kind of what we say with the difference between Danbi's playstyle and Yellow Rello's, right? Is that, you know, Danbi's very orthodox, will drift out with that nair, and Grayson knows that he won't go off too deep. Woo.
A lot of the time, sometimes though, Danbi catches you off guard with a real deep one. Like, all right, it's playtime. But
only when he's absolutely sure that it's gonna like win him a game, right?
Yeah.
You never really see him just try it just for the hell of it.
Yeah. Right now we're seeing, maybe because of that, a little bit of that, that lead on Grayson's side.
Look at the spacing from Grayson though, knowing that he can poke a lot better in that air-to-air with those forward airs than Yoshi would be able to. Yoshi's got the great drift, but he doesn't have disjointed hitboxes, or at least like super long-reaching ones. His long reach comes from the aerial drift.
Yeah.
And that's why in those boxing situations, you know, maybe if you're like an outboxer, right? Like Grayson works out a little better. Holobastion's big ceilings coming in clutch for Danbi though. Yeah.
Grayson really doing a good job using that up smash to completely avoid any attempt at a cross-up even, because that back air is so ambiguous.
Ooh, look at the DI from Danbi twice now, though.
Doing a good job holding on to the life. This time does fully cross up with the back air and misses the punish. Grayson went for a grab.
That was really hard to see tech from Danbi, where he does a walk on the platform so that he can immediately turn around and drop through it with an aerial in the opposite direction. You'll see guys like Udace, basically any Palutena player, do it a lot because they can quickly get access to that back air and mix up with that. But that was really good application of it by Danbi, because like you said, that cross-up was very hard for Grayson to react to in that situation.
Tries to parry the laser, but drops the shield a little bit too early. Eats some damage.
Ooh,
this is a repeat of the first stock. Both players did an unreal high percent. This time it's Danbi. Connects that falling back air pop-up hitbox, and now Grayson answering again with the nair.
Because why not make it dead even again? Oh, damage!
Yeah, quick 30 off of one aerial. That's insane, and always has been.
But Danbi right there got a full hop instead of the short hop that he wanted. Otherwise, he would have been able to come in with a big aerial to punish the arm rotor, but misinputs, they can cost you, man, and Danbi could have had a really big lead. Not that he's going to be missing out on it just yet.
Still put on an amazing amount of damage. These eggs are making it really difficult for Grayson to kind of find a footing. Right now, though, footing is all his. Overextended just a little bit, trying to catch the jump off Danbi.
Ooh, I love the select into the grab instead of doing more down tilts, just because he knows that if he does another down tilt, Danbi can easily double jump out of that.
Yeah, especially with the Danbi shield, Yoshi shield in particular, not being one that's breakable or pokeable. It is
certainly
very
breakable. If it wasn't breakable, that'd be a problem.
Yeah, but Yoshi shield not being pokeable means you kind of don't get to just keep doing that.
Oh, again with those single hit back airs. This time better DI from Grayson though. There's that double jump again. It might be time to start mixing up the follow-ups out of those down throws.
Jumps just a bit above the gyro, so now Danbi's got some space here on the ledge trap.
We'll see how Grayson gets around it, because again, one more hit can do it, and he was waiting for that roll in. Grayson did not live to see the game count go to 1-1. It is 2-0 Danbi now.
Yeah, perfect setup with the drag down. This time not one that bounces in the air, but sets up that tech situation. And because it's so ambiguous with that back air, it is hard to be ready for it. There's times where it'll set you up in that tech chase. There's times where it'll pop you up in the air and just combo to the up air. There's times where it'll hit you flat and you go flying. That back air is the Swiss Army knife of moves.
It can do everything, man.
But that time set up the tech chase that caught Danbi the game. Now he's up 2-0.
And the third game in a row to go to Hollow Bastion, which I find very interesting.
Yeah, I would think that there's maybe another pick that Grayson has available, but maybe he just digs this stage and needs to get the dome on it.
I know that Grayson is definitely a very big fan of trying to just make the game-to-game adaptation. Doesn't always like the stage getting in the way of that. I would figure that a stage like, you know, I mean, like Town and City's probably banned, but that would be a great place to go as a Rob.
That's my first thought, is always Town.
I know you probably wouldn't want to go to Triplants against Yoshi, right? But I mean, even maybe a Northern Cave, would that give him too much room to run away?
Maybe. I feel like Northern Cave would be good for Grayson, but
yeah.
At the end of the day, what we got is Hollow Bastion.
What we got is Hollow Bastion, and we will make of it what we will. That's the second time Danbi's done that, or at least the second time that I've noticed it, where Danbi's kind of drifted towards kind of faking that he's going to pick up the gyro and then comes right back into yoink.
There we go again. Chasing that high, just attempt to avoid the ledge trap by going extremely high.
Ooh, and then caught him getting just nicked by the gyro.
Ooh, that back air again. Swiss Army knife of moves.
Ooh.
Great deck from Grayson, although it would have been in a pretty ugly spot. Potential for Danbi to capitalize, but still put on a good amount of damage. That's the arm rotor, though. A quick answer.
It at least gives him the damage that he needs to get back into the game, but I think the problem for Grayson so far has really just been the juggle game, right? When he goes into disadvantage, it's not like Danbi's, you know, hitting seven or 8 hit combos in one string, but that's how many hits it takes for Grayson to kind of get out sometimes. Juggles and ledge traps have just been all Danbi's game. Wow.
And remember how you said Danbi doesn't always go deep? You're right, he doesn't always, but when he does, he's all the way out there, no fear.
Doesn't always implies that sometimes he does.
Sometimes he does.
That's another big thing that Grayson hasn't been able to punish. I mean, Rob has really good double jump height. So in theory, if your opponent jumps away from you really quick out of that down throw, you should be able to chase him, even the likes of Yoshi. But that time he's sticking to that orthodox grounded juggle game, and it works out well.
Yeah, catching with that up smash, taking Danbi down to the last stock in this game. It is looking roses for Grayson, putting on damage with the gyro combo, not able to finish it with the arm rotor. Get any crazy 0-to-death extensions, but there is damage here on the jab lock.
80%. It's looking like we're going to a game 4. The way that Grayson's playing, of course, he can't count out Danbi. Or like we said, adaptation monster, but this is a big deficit to overcome when Grayson has all the confirms. Oh, but he goes deep! Yellow Rello style!
I mean, he's got to make the plays. Like you said, when Danbi really has to make something happen, he will go out there and do it.
No. I mean, with even stocks, anything is possible, right? Even as we discussed, sometimes Yoshi doesn't get those crazy comebacks, but who knows?
We've seen, falling out, just awkward scoop hit of the up smash.
As they say, you have been blessed by the gods of Smash.
Yeah.
Oh, yoink! Anybody's game.
We've definitely seen Danbi live to 150%. I think 2 stocks prior.
Honestly, with the momentum that Danbi's got, it's his game. It's his game to lose right now. And I hate to say that because Grayson's been playing so well in this game 3, but
oh, great timing with the Nair to play around gyro, still keep an active hitbox out, and there's no shot!
How do you stop him when he gets on a roll, dude? He's so good.
God, perfect every time to just catch that high escape. Again, Grayson just doesn't want to resign himself to the ledge.